Okay, so welcome to today's next level session here at Inside Real Estate. We do these Mondays through Thursdays at 2 p.m. East. Definitely remember to check out the training calendar at the top right of the KV Core dashboard. And you can get links to these sessions as well as the quick starts and a bunch of other ones that happen week after week here. So as always, guys, feel free to chat in the box if you're watching live. If you're watching on YouTube, definitely smash the like button and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Been having a fun week. Oh, we've been having a fun week here. I have to close out something here. Excuse me. Okay. So we've been having a fun week trying a bunch of different things. If you watch the replays on the main YouTube playlist at insiderealestate.com/webinars, you'll see some of the stuff we've been talking about. Yesterday, we did this free home value report ad. It spent $8. I only sent it to spend 10. It hasn't generated a lead yet, but I noticed today I made a mistake. I didn't have my county in it, so it looked very generic. So far, nothing. The ad has a high quality score or whatever Facebook calls it. So I'll update you guys on this next week. But just a reminder, the video that I used, you can use it however you want. That is in the next level members area for you to check out, but I don't really have an update on whether or not this is going to generate leads. Now, for this lead, I think my tolerance would be about $20 per lead to get somebody to text in for a home value report. Maybe it's even worth more. I don't know, because if you pay $50 a lead and you get 10 of them, and that costs you $500, one of them ends up listing with you. Those numbers still work, right? So we'll just kind of let this run at $10 a day for a little while and see what happens. And that's one of the things that I'm kind of guilty of in my own kind of life in general is I don't wait long enough. I'm impatient, and running traffic, to these offers has taught me a little bit to not overreact after a day or two if there's no results. You kind of got to give these things a little time to season, or you need to spend a bunch of money real fast. If I had this at $200 a day and wasn't getting anything, maybe I'd be more concerned. But let's just let it run for $10 a day for at least a week, probably at least spend $70 and just see what comes of this. And other people who might say you should wait longer or spend more to get a real sample size. Okay, I don't see any questions in the chat yet so far. So I have one other thing to share with you guys today. I was just talking to somebody internally, and we were talking about the fact that KV Core Smart Campaigns do have the ability to notify you, the agent, right? So you can actually send texts to yourself if you want, or if you're the team leader or office admin, you can kind of build text templates, SMS templates that can be embedded in Smart Campaigns that will send reminders and notifications out. So I had this one example here. It says call lead reminder, 7 days. It says, hey, lead name. Oops. Well, I messed that up. Hey, and then we're going to put in the agent name, right? Hey, agent first name. Glad I caught that. You should try calling lead at, it's been 7 days since they came into KV Core. Now, I know for this specific example that KV Core does have the call reminder functionality, but it is kind of interesting to just get a text to yourself and have the cell number just sitting right there in a text message, right? Because you can just kind of click the number on your phone and call that person right away if you want. So thought that was interesting. Also, the merge tags, a couple other things came to mind here. If I hit shift and then the little parenthesis squiggly line, I know it might look small on your screen, you get a bunch of these that come up. And one that kind of came to mind for me, and I haven't tested this yet, was that you can actually send somebody your lender's cell phone and their name. So I thought it might be cool to put in a Smart Campaign that's buyer focused maybe, or even seller focused. They'd be different messages, but for a buyer, you could have a message that says, hi, thanks again for checking out properties on the website. If you're looking to get financing or learn about any first-time homebuyer programs you might be eligible for, definitely chat with my lender, and then put their first name, last name, and then merge the cell phone in. That could be a really cool touch in a Smart Campaign, I think. I just kind of caught my eye when I was messing with this, that you do have the lender's merge information in there. So yeah, just a thought. So how do we get these into Smart Campaigns? I'll just show you guys that real quick. So I've got my template made. I called it call lead reminder 7 days. Let's go to a smart campaign. This is just this one I've been messing with for a little while. It was for a specific property. We're not using it anymore. In fact, I should turn it off. And then my add action is text. And this is what I'm referring to, guys. This section right here. Let me get the funky, fresh, and awesome drawing tool here from Zoom. This section right here. Woo! While I'm at it, I can draw. I'm left-handed and I mouse with my right hand, so I'm not doing a very good drawing there. But I always have the hardest time. There we go, clearing all the drawings off. There we go. But you can change and you can say, hey, we want this email. Get rid of this thing. We want it to be from the system to the agent right here. Oh, Patricia, I don't know if I can turn on my camera. I haven't had time to put on my face yet today. I haven't powdered my nose or anything, but I'll turn it on for you. There we go. Is that better? Thanks for the reminder. All right, so you can do system, from system to agent. And then again, our template was phone. Oh, I'm forgetting what that was called. 7. Oh man, I'm forgetting what I just called it. Call lead reminder 7 days. There we go. And you can see here's our template. So it'll say, hey, agent, hey, Patricia, you should try calling lead so-and-so at this. It's been 7 days since they came into KV Core. So what am I going to do for the rules? I'm going to just set the time unit to days and then do 7 days right here. So right there. And then we'll just call it remind agent to call. So this could be a reminder to yourself, or again, if you're in a team admin or office manager kind of role, that's kind of a cool thing you could inject into your smart campaigns a little bit. You know, those direct reminders to do things. I could see this being especially useful for past clients. You know, remind you to call them like every quarter or something like that. So Rose is asking, how can we identify which lead will be added there? So, well, these campaigns are attached to specific leads. So that merge code I just showed you will grab the name of that particular lead who that campaign is assigned to. Does that make sense, Rose? So the logic, yeah. So it'll just dynamically pull their info and send it over to you. I think that could be useful. You know, I'll confess, I don't really come into KV Core and look at my calls due for the day. I know you're supposed to, but you know, most of us don't. Some people work KV Core that way exclusively. They just come in and they knock out their calls every day, right? They have a list of calls they got to do and they knock them out like a machine. The way I operate, I would probably rather just get a text on my phone and I just see my text message like, oh, okay, boink, I'll call that person right now. Because, you know, most phones, they highlight the number, you click it, opens up the dialer and you call. So it was interesting. And there's probably lots of other uses. I think the main thing that I'm hoping you guys take away from this is that you have that ability to do that thing where it's from the system to the agent instead of always being from the agent to the lead. That's kind of the big kind of hack here, right? From system to agent, like that. Cool. So that was mostly what I had today. We've been doing some thinking around lenders. We don't talk a lot about lenders, or I haven't talked a lot on these webinars about lenders. I used to make sure I do a webinar at least once a month that was kind of lender focused. So probably next week we'll do some content around how to get your lenders involved in the system, but you definitely should. There's lots of reasons why. Of course, you know, if you have a lender who's really good, you know, watching every lead that comes in and they're also doing follow-up, you get it from both sides. But there's a lot of specific stuff a lot of offers you can make that tie in your lender. Like I was just talking about, you know, hey, if you need financing, call my buddy, you know, such and such at XYZ Mortgage. Here's his number, right? That could be a cool text. And you'd be surprised, especially if you frame that correctly and you make it be like, hey, they can explain any great financing for first-time investors. You should give them a call, right? So if you know you're generating leads around maybe an investor offer, then day 2, they get a text like, you should talk to my lender. I don't know. I think that's a pretty good hack. And your lender is going to be psyched. And, you know, on the co-marketing front, if you start sending them those kind of warm inbound leads, people start calling them, they're going to be more, your lender's going to want to kind of help you put the pedal to the metal on that endeavor, right? They might want to spend a little money with you on lead gen. We'll talk more about that next week, but I just, in the last hour, had all these different ideas kind of come rushing at me as I started to think about the session today. So I was just kind of sharing. Okay, guys, is there anything let's do some Q&A. Is there anything you guys like to get into today? Those were kind of my little tidbits that I had on my side. I'm just kind of getting psyched for the Super Bowl here. I don't know if anybody have a horse in the race. We got any Cincinnati or LA people here? Byron's raising his hand. Byron, if you want to just chat in the main chat. Oh, thank you. I saw that question, Bob. Okay, good. So how can you attach a PDF to an email? What am I missing? So first off, they're building that functionality natively where you'll be able to attach. I think it's pretty close on the roadmap, if I'm remembering right. But short term, what you're going to want to do is you're just going to want to turn your PDF into a URL that you can send out. We get this question a lot. So let's just go to a scheduled mass email here. And then you can see, as I wrote my email, I have no way to append a PDF. But what I can do is I can link to a file. So the trick is to get a PDF into file format. So let me see, do I have I was hoping I would just have a random PDF chilling out in my Google Drive to show as an example here. Here we go. So this particular PDF, oops, it's an internet marketing PDF, you can share it. So you can upload it. One way to do this would be to upload a file to Google Drive. It's a free way to do it. And you can click share. And then only people added can open with this link. So you want to make sure you change the sharing to anyone with link can get it. And then you can copy the link. Now what I can do, it's probably good practice to test it. I'm going to test it in a new private window where I'm not logged into Drive. And then, okay, great. My PDF is loading up here, it looks like. Right? I think so. It's just taking a minute. I think it's a pretty big file, this one. And I logged into like the Brave privacy browser, like they have like their Tor. It does take a while to load stuff. But yeah, so this PDF is available at that link. So now that I have my link, I can then go back into KV Core. Hi, click here to access the free report about XYZ, right? Something like that. So click here to access it, and then you would highlight it and just link it to your link. But you need to get the PDF into some kind of shareable link online. Another tool that I like to use for this is docdroid.net. It's free. I've recommended it to a bunch of people. I've used it a bunch of times. There's not really any catch. I think they started asking for like your email to use it, but you can quickly upload any PDF you want like this. Yeah, they make you like sign in with Google or something. But I haven't ever had any trouble with this. Might have to do it again because I had to sign in first. But it'll upload it and then it'll give you a link that you can share. And then you can put that link in your email. But I think the Google Drive way is kind of a better way, maybe, because this is just some third-party service. I kind of trust Google a little more, I guess, But if you wanted to use these guys, you could. So hopefully that helps. But very soon, you'll be able to directly attach. Now, what's interesting, directly attaching is cool. But I actually think for your recipient, it's easier for them to click the link than to download a PDF. Like it's actually one less step, I think, because as they're reading, they can click it. I know I'm splitting hairs, and it probably doesn't matter either way that much, but this isn't that hard of a thing to do, I think. Yeah, Dropbox will work for this for sure. Michelle's saying, yeah, I just haven't used Dropbox in a while, but I'm sure it will. You just get a link from Dropbox. Okay, yeah, Byron, feel free to chat. Renee, you're saying anything on setting up an email letter? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Do you mean newsletter? Okay. We've done a lot of content related to that really recently. Heather, I think it was last Thursday or the Thursday before, Heather kind of did a full walkthrough. If it's okay, I'm just going to kind of refer to that. But the way to do it is by using our advanced email editor. So I'm going to find that link for you. Here we go. This is how to create the template right here. I'll drop it everybody in the chat. So that was on January 27th, maybe 2 weeks ago. Heather kind of walked through how to use the advanced editor to create a template and send one. Cool. Okay, so Byron, intro on how to use campaigns. Yeah, I can very quickly show the campaign functionality. We've got lots of help docs about this, but if you go to Smart Campaigns here, the big thing you need to know, and this is going to be vastly improved, the team is actually actively developing so that this is a lot more user-friendly. But the thing you kind of need to know is that campaigns operate off of templates. So you can be kind of hovering here. And for any content you're creating, you'll want to create a template first. And then inside of the campaign, you'll add the template here. So if I add an action and I add an email, I need to find that template that I created. This, right? So I need to find it right here. That's one big thing to know. And then when you add new campaigns, there's kind of a little wizard here. And you can set criteria around when they are triggered. I'm going to make a note. I will do a full campaigns webinar because I think it's been about 9 months. We did our conversation starting campaigns, the kind of campaigns I like to do. I mention those a lot, but I'll do a full campaigns webinar next week. Okay. In the meantime, if it's okay, I'm just going to, if you guys want to drop in and learn more about the campaigns in particular, our quick start course has a lot of that info in there. And we have our quick start sessions, which happen at 1 p.m. Eastern, an hour before this session. And I believe it's part 2. It might be part 3. But if you want the basics, I would definitely go there for campaign info. So another question, how to edit the blog posts. So, well, you're going to want to go to the blog posts first. So if you go to quick actions and go to blog posts up top, that's kind of the quickest way to get to them. And then you should be able to just click the little edit button here. And it should kind of pop up. So if you had an issue, or maybe you didn't save, if you saw nothing in the box, Byron, maybe that, or Brian, sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. Maybe that's the issue. I mean, maybe it didn't save and there was nothing in there. And then to add a team member to your KV Core website, I'm not in an admin account, but that should be under agents, I think up here. If you click down on under your name and click agents, I think if you're an admin, you can add from there, pretty sure. Susan's asking about trying Dash CMA. Before you try Dash CMA, check with your broker. Check to see if you have CorePresent already. It's CorePresent is the evolution of Dash CMA. So it'll show up here where I have my Dash P under all marketing. So if your broker has access to that, definitely check out CorePresent. It's got a lot more functionality. Otherwise, if you just want to pick up a Dash CMA account on your own, you can do that from the marketplace. So you go to marketplace and type in Dash, and it should pop up. And it doesn't pop up for me because I have it already. I noticed that not too long ago, but if you search for Dash CMA, it'll come up if you don't already have it. Patricia, good question. She's asking if she has a group of people that fill out a landing page. How do I get those people in the group so I can send everybody further info? So the important thing with landing pages is that when you create them, you attach a hashtag. So a good practice would be to, every time you create a landing page, give it a unique hashtag, right? And I believe you can assign multiples when you build your landing pages. So if I go here and I click build landing page, I believe I can do, I know I can do this. So I can do #1, comma, #2. So say you want, maybe the first hashtag is like your general bucket for first-time buyers, and you call it first-time buyer. And then your second hashtag could be LP first-time buyer, right? If you want to do that. And the reason I'm saying to use 2 is maybe you want to use this hashtag for multiple lead sources, the first one. Otherwise, you just give it a unique hashtag. And then from there, it becomes easy to filter all those leads, right? You can go into Smart CRM. You can just pop the hashtag up here. Right, so one of my hashtags, I think, is 727 deals. Deals or something. Oops. It needs the hashtag, I think. if you're going to search like that. You can also search from the filters right here, but you can just type any hashtag in right here. You'll see all my leads with deals, and then I can quickly do mass actions, mass email, mass text, send them all a video message there. You can also, of course, go into your scheduled mass email and choose that hashtag and send everybody an email, a scheduled one that way too. Right up here. The conversation starter campaign webinar. Patricia's asking, yeah, that's the one I would watch. I'll get it for you guys. I always end up, I should keep that one on speed dial. I always have to fumble to look for that. So switch account. I'll get you guys the link. I think it's some of my best work. It's in the next level members area too, guys. It's definitely in there. But you know, I actually got a text yesterday. I wish I could show it to you guys. It was some random dude I don't even know. He got my cell number somehow. He said, hey, I'm up in, maybe you're watching now, whoever that was. Hey, it's me up in Kansas City. I just wanted to thank you for the conversation starting campaign. Those are working great for me. This was just yesterday. So those types of campaigns really do work. So I'm gonna get you the link. Here they are. Yeah, that was, look at that. That was exactly, was that exactly a year ago? It was 2/11/21. Last time we did a webinar about it. So I dropped that in the chat for you guys. I think there's gold in those hills, you know, just especially if you can get cell numbers and you can get a nice little 20 to 30% response rate on the you know, cell numbers. If you go to our YouTube channel and just search the word conversation, I'll put that link too. You can see there's a couple of different times we've talked about it. Here's one that's another one. Yeah, there's 3 or 4 webinars about it there. Okay, great. Thanks for the questions, guys. Just going up. Okay, Mariam saying I signed up for your sessions, but when you click on the calendar, it doesn't let you connect. Well, you made it here. I'm just kidding. Was it a specific session? The Zoom link should work. You know, I've actually, now that I think, now that you're saying that, I've heard it here and there, we get like an email and somebody's like, well, Zoom never opened up. And maybe there's just something glitchy with Zoom. I would just try it again. But if it's a specific session you're trying to get to, let me know and I'll try to make sure you have the right link. Okay. Virginia's asking for help placing a logo on your IDX. You need to remove and replace it. Do you mean like in your website settings? Like if we go to website settings right here, Web and IDX. Edit settings. Oh, I haven't touched the logo in so long. Is it in this section here? Do you mean the secondary logo? Or do you mean the main kind of company logo? The secondary logo. Okay. One thing to, oh, the main. Where's the main logo? Is there a field for that here? You know, it's possible your broker has that locked down, or I don't know, can main logos be changed by agents? I don't have anybody else from the team here. It could be that that's a support thing, or you need to talk to your admin. Oh, you're the admin. Okay. Here, let me just bear with me here, guys. I'm gonna go into an admin account. See if we can figure this out. It could be that you're uploading it and it's just caching. You know, like the system, it seems like it's not taking, but it is. On occasion, that can happen. It like caches. We do that to keep the sites fast, but it kind of caches the old setting. Whew, I gotta remember how to do this. Well, if you're an admin, Virginia, you should have an account manager, right? If you're the account owner, do you have the name of that person? You can shoot them an email and they can probably help you out. Sorry, I'm just trying to remember where that is. All right. Yeah, I would hit up support or your account manager. I can't remember where that goes. If you want to tell me where you're trying to do it, it might help me. I haven't changed I haven't changed a primary logo in a long time. So sorry for that. Or just shoot support a quick message. Hey, how do I change my primary logo? Or we can do it here. We just go to the help docs. How to replace your logo. Okay, so it looks like it's up here. Here we go. So up here, yeah, I think you go to the office for the team. I think you can do it from right here. I don't want to do this to this account. Delia will text me right away and be like, what did you do? I'm pretty sure. Okay. Steven's saying go to site content. Thanks, Steven. Is it really in website content for sure? I think it would be over there. All right. Sorry, I didn't do great on that one, Virginia, but I think that's where it is. It's under your office. I think that place I was might be the place. So a question is, on the landing page, is there a way to remove the logo? Yep. All you do is double click it. So watch this. Ready? And then you'll get this removing this element might not be in compliance. And then you say, okay, and it's gone. That's how you do it, Rich. Oh, Bob says when he clicks on the calendar, it doesn't take him here. Is it because you're already registered? Maybe I can fix that right here. So when you go to our calendar, well, maybe somebody copied and pasted the wrong thing, but people are registering fine. So if you go to, oh, yeah, it takes you to the registration because you're already registered. So you'll want to bookmark the link. I think that's the problem. That's in your email. Bookmark that or save it somewhere. It's just a Zoom thing. It's not really anything I can fix because we need people to be able to register the first time to come in. Yeah, I can see. I wish Zoom would just let you straight in, but it sounds like maybe they don't. They want you to use the reminder email. I'll think on that issue, guys. I wasn't really aware that was happening, but now I can see why it might be. Sandra, sorry, you can't change the logo on the landing page currently. I know we have plans to revamp that landing page solution to make it more flexible, but you can't change it. My advice would be, for having run tons of traffic at these landing pages would be to just, if you can, just leave the logo off. And that comes from just, it's kind of with online lead generation in general, you want people's brains to not have to deal with too much. And your conversions are better if there's less for them to think about. So my favorite pages are like this, basically like your offer and in a box to put the email in, and you'll get the best conversions that way. So like, there's one with a logo. Here's a, oops. These are some we've done on these sessions in the past. Here's one for a property. It's sold, so it doesn't have the listing in there. But see, they're very short, and then the person either takes the action or they don't. They poop or get off the pot. Okay, if you updated the logo on the IDX, it's not refreshing. That could be just a cache thing. Try opening up a different browser window. It could just be caching, or it might just take a few seconds. Yeah, the reminder from the Google Calendar doesn't work. Okay. That might be a Zoom thing. I don't know if there's much I can do on that one. You could manually put the link, make yourself a like this, just create the event and then just put the link for yourself, and make it recurring at this time. Like this, repeat, custom, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday at 2 p.m. and just put the link in. I think I can paste you guys the link right now to this directly. It should be in your email though. What's your website, Virginia? Maybe I can go click on it and just see. Maybe it's. Here's what I would do, Virginia, so you could stop struggling with it. Drop the logo in the chat and just tell the support team to change it. They'll do it. Just say, hey, can you please just switch out my logo? And just go right in here and do that. All right. Okay. All right. I don't see many other questions. So I might exit stage right if it's okay with you guys. I'll do a little plug. We've been. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Thanks.io. I'm a co-founder of that. It's in the marketplace. I've also been doing live sessions these same days at 4 p.m. East. If you want to hop on one of those, and that link is available from the Thanks.io dashboard. I get a lot of questions about direct mail and postcards in general. I don't want to really use this KV core time for that, but if you do have questions about that, we just started doing live info sessions right here, so you can hop on those if you want. The link is in the Thanks.io dashboard. Otherwise, everybody have a great weekend. Enjoy the Super Bowl if you're planning to watch it, and then we'll be back here Monday at the same time. And I'll give you the link for the everyday session. I should be able to do that. Let me just do invite, copy invite link. Here's the link. I think you guys can just bookmark this. Yes, Byron or Brian or your Bryon is throwing me off a little. Sorry, I'm reading it as Byron. Here, and I'll go to Virginia's website here. But yeah, Thanks works in Canada. It's just a little pricier for international. Is that the right one, Virginia? PC? You're trying to change that one? I would just tell support. And guys, our support team is good. We're a little overloaded. We're always trying to staff up and stuff, but they'll do stuff like that for you. It might just take a few hours till they get back, but they'll get it done. So it worked, Virginia, or is that the wrong one? It didn't work. There's a thing. So one thing that I've run into before, it drove me nuts. If you try to upload, let's try to upload a secondary logo here. Let's hang out for just another minute. And hit upload. Is this what's happening to you? Because I wanted to throw my laptop out the window about a year ago. I wonder if this is what's happening, guys. I told the product team, I was like, this is not ideal, guys. This drove me nuts. And maybe that's what's happening with you. And I apologize for not thinking of this sooner. Are you clicking this thing after? It is so not intuitive. It drove. Oh! I want to throw I wonder if that's what you're struggling with. So what you have to do. I'm going to send the guys this recording. Say, look, guys, this is what happens. Waste everybody's time. You have to click that, and then it uploads. But who would know that? wouldn't think of that in a million years. Is that what's happening? You can't drop the JPG into chat. Email me your file and your website again, in case I forget, Virginia. It's R. Hartman at Inside Real Estate. Oh, you did do it. All right. Well, anyway, that drives me. That's a pet peeve of mine because who would know to do that? It's like, and that's a little beef I have with programmers in general. I deal with a lot of programmers, and they guys who code stuff, and they'll just do something like, well, it was obvious to me. It was like in my head. I was like, no, but you have to tell people what to do. Oh, are you? That's cool. Virginia, you're in St. Pete. Platinum Collection. Where's the office at? Aha. Oh yeah, we're real close by. In fact, your office is, I mean, a couple doors down from Forever Florida, isn't it? From Forever Florida Real Estate, Delia? Yeah, that's where I have my license. Just shoot me an email, Virginia. We can chat on that. I'll make sure the logo gets done. But since you're local, here I'll send it to you direct. We're neighbors. There you go. Okay, everybody. Thanks for being on today. We will be back next week. And again, I hope you all have a great vacation weekend. All right. See you later.